We all dream of becoming better, learning new skills, growing smarter, improving ourselves. But let's be honest, most of the time, we just don't start. We say we want to learn. We wish we could master something new, but instead, we scroll, we delay, we avoid. Why? Because deep down, there's a hidden resistance in our minds. And that resistance has a name. Chapter 1. Procrastination. Or why do I feel so lazy all the time? It's easy to think you're lazy when you're not getting things done. But what if you're not lazy at all? What if your brain is just doing exactly what it was designed to do? Avoid pain. Here's the truth. Learning something new doesn't feel good at first. In fact, your brain treats it almost like pain. The same part of your brain that responds to physical pain also lights up when you start something unfamiliar. No wonder it feels so uncomfortable. So, when we delay that new project, that course, that skill, it's not because we're weak. It's because our brain is doing its job. It's protecting us from discomfort. But here's the flip side. That discomfort, it doesn't last. It fades once you take action. As soon as you start, even a tiny step, the pain begins to disappear. You move from resistance to flow, from doubt to momentum. We often wait for the right mood or the perfect moment. But the truth is, action creates mood. Motivation comes after movement, not before. So, the next time you're tempted to delay, do this instead. Start small. Open the book, launch the app, sketch the idea, do one push-up. The smallest action can break the mental resistance. And once you push through, you'll find something unexpected. Progress feels good. The very thing your brain feared becomes the thing it enjoys. But be prepared. Even after you start, obstacles will show up. Chapter 2. The secret to remembering. Everything you learn, so you finally started learning something new. You pushed past the procrastination. You sat down with your book, your laptop, your notes. You started reading, watching, or practicing. But now, there's a different problem. You learned something today, and by tomorrow, it's gone, vanished, like it was never there. You wonder, why can't I remember anything I learn? Let me tell you the truth. It's not your fault. It's your brain doing what it's designed to do. And here's the secret. Your brain only keeps what it believes is important. That's right. If you don't convince your brain that something matters, it won't keep it. It'll toss it out, like trash. So, now the question becomes, how do you make your brain care? Let's break it down, step by step. Point 1. You learn through repetition. Think of your brain like a garden. Every time you learn something new, it's like planting a seed. But if you don't water that seed again and again, it won't grow. It'll die out and disappear. You remember things through repetition, not just once, not just twice. You have to come back to it again and again and again. You've probably heard the quote, repetition is the mother of learning. That's because it's true. So if you want something to stay in your brain, review it, revisit it, reuse it, make it part of your daily life, even in small ways. Point 2. Don't just read. Use what you learn. Let's say you're learning to draw. You read about anatomy, perspective, shading, but you're not drawing. You're just watching YouTube videos. Let me be real with you. Watching is not doing. Understanding is not remembering. You have to apply what you learn. Use it, try it, struggle with it. When you make mistakes, your brain starts paying attention, because now it feels real, just like muscles grow from lifting weights. Your brain grows from solving problems. Point 3. Learn the right thing at the right time. Here's a huge mistake, trying to learn everything at once. Anatomy, color theory, storytelling, lighting, all at the same time. Of course your brain's going to crash. Instead, learn what you need right now. What's holding you back the most? Focus on that one thing, fix it, practice it, then move on to the next. Learning works best when it solves a real problem you're facing. That's how you make it stick. Point 4. Rest is not wasting time. Let's get something straight. Cramming doesn't work. You can't force 10 hours of study into your brain and expect it to stick, because your brain needs rest. It needs time to process, organize, and build connections. That happens when you sleep. Yeah, sleep is part of learning. When you sleep, your brain strengthens the connections you made during the day. It's like a librarian, filing everything you learned into the right shelves. No sleep, no organization, and you forget everything by morning. So, get your rest. Sleep is not a break from learning, it's part of it. Point 5. Mix physical movement with mental work. Want to make learning even stronger? Move your body. Exercise helps your brain grow new neurons, new brain cells. That means a stronger memory, better focus, and faster thinking. And here's a bonus. Talk to people. Yep. Just being around others, having conversations, laughing, sharing ideas. That also helps your brain stay active and creative. If you're just sitting alone in a room all day, not moving, not talking, your brain slows down. So next time you're stuck, go for a walk, talk to a friend, get some fresh air. Learning happens when your mind and body are working together. Point 6. Study smarter, not just harder. Here's a trick you'll love. There are 2 modes of learning. Focused mode, when you're deeply concentrating, solving problems, connecting facts. Diffuse mode, when you're relaxed, daydreaming, letting ideas wander. You need both. Use focused mode when you're learning something new. But when you're stuck or need to be creative, switch to diffuse mode. Go for a walk, listen to music, sketch something. Your brain will keep working in the background. Just remember, when you're in focused mode, cut the distractions. No notifications, no background noise, just you and the work. Point 7. You have to struggle before it becomes easy. Here's a hard truth. Learning is uncomfortable at first. It feels strange, heavy, slow, like walking through mud. That's normal. But that struggle, that pain, it's your brain building new roads. And the more you struggle, the stronger the road becomes. Over time, what was once difficult becomes automatic. That's how every expert started. They weren't born talented. They just kept going, step by painful step, until it became natural. And that means you can do it too. Point 8. Forgetting is part of learning. Wait, what? Yes, forgetting is normal. Your brain naturally forgets things it hasn't used in a while. It's like your brain asking, hey, do we still need this? If the answer is no, it tosses it. So your job is to say, yes, I still need this. By revisiting it, practicing it, using it. If you forget something, don't panic, just go back, review, and rebuild the connection. That's how you turn temporary memory into permanent skill. Point 9. The secret is deliberate practice. Look, you don't get better by repeating what you already know. You grow by doing what challenges you. So instead of drawing the same face from memory over and over, try drawing a face from a new angle. Try a new expression. Push yourself a little further every time. That's how you learn. That's how you remember. It's not just about showing up. It's about showing up with intention. Final thought. You don't need a perfect memory. You just need a purposeful approach. Revisit often. Practice deliberately. Sleep well. Move your body. Make it personal. Focus when needed. Relax when stuck. Test yourself. Struggle. Forget. And rebuild. If you do this, not once, but as a process, you'll remember what matters. Because your brain is capable of so much more than you think. You just have to train it right. Chapter 3. Even with everyone's help, you still have to do everything on your own. Let's say you have good friends, a supportive family, maybe even a mentor who believes in you. Feels good, right? But here's a truth most people don't want to hear. Even with everyone's help, you still have to do the work yourself. They can guide you. They can cheer you on. They can give you tools, advice, and motivation. But they can't wake up early for you. They can't study for you. They can't train your mind for you. That's your job. Think of a mountain. Everyone can point to the top. They can tell you, go that way. They can give you water, a map, even a jacket for the cold. But no one can climb the mountain for you. You have to take every step yourself. Let's be honest, sometimes we wait for someone to save us. We think, if I just find the right partner, if my parents support me more, if someone opens a door for me, But that kind of thinking, it only delays your growth, because deep down, you already have what it takes. The real strength, it's not out there. It's inside you. Here's the mindset shift. Appreciate support, but don't depend on it. Use the help. Thank the people who stand by you, but never expect them to carry your weight. This is your journey, your dream, your responsibility. No one can do your push-ups for you. No one can build your discipline. No one can unlock your future except you. So, yes, take help when it comes. Let others cheer you on. But don't wait. Get up. Move forward. Do the hard things. Even when you feel alone, you're building something powerful, self-reliance. And once you have that, you become unstoppable. Chapter 4. It feels hard. Because you're getting stronger. Have you ever wondered why life feels so tough when you're trying to grow? Why your goals feel heavier the closer you get? Why learning something new feels frustrating and exhausting? Let me tell you a secret. It gets tough because you're getting stronger. And when you push through that tough part, that's when everything starts to feel easier. Think about going to the gym. On day one, you lift a small weight and it feels heavy. Your arms shake, your muscles burn, you want to quit, but you show up the next day, and the next, and one day, that same weight feels light. Not because the weight changed, but because you changed. You got stronger. Life is the same. Every challenge you face is building your strength. The early mornings, the rejections, the hard lessons, the days when nothing seems to work, they're not breaking you. They're training you. Because every time you don't give up, you grow. But here's the tricky part. When things get hard, your mind will scream, "This is too much." But that's the exact moment you need to keep going. That's when change is happening. That's when growth is knocking. And if you push through just one more hour, one more day, suddenly the impossible becomes your new normal. So next time it feels heavy, next time it feels overwhelming, smile. Because that's a sign that you're getting stronger. It's not supposed to be easy at first. That's the point. Growth hides inside the struggle. And soon, what once felt hard will feel like a warm-up. You are not weak because it's tough. You're becoming powerful because you keep going. And that's how life works. It gets tough. And that's exactly how it gets easier. Chapter 5. The work isn't over. It's just beginning. You've come far. You've learned so much. You've stayed up late, pushed through pain, and proved people wrong. But here's the truth. You still have to do a lot of studying. Because growth is not a finish line. It's a lifestyle. Too many people quit right after making progress. They think, "I've done enough." But that mindset, that's the reason most people never reach greatness. Let me ask you this. Would a doctor stop studying after 1 year of medical school? Would an athlete stop training after winning one match? Would a pilot stop learning after one flight? Of course not. Because if you stop now, you lose everything you worked for. Every successful person you admire, they're still learning, still reading, still asking questions, still showing up when no one's watching, because they know the moment you stop growing is the moment you start falling. It doesn't matter how smart you are today. What matters is, are you hungry enough to keep going? Are you humble enough to admit, "I still don't know enough"? Are you strong enough to sit down and study, even when you're tired? You see, knowledge is like a flame. You have to keep feeding it, or it dies out. So, don't slow down. Don't think this is the end. This is the part where you level up, where you go from good to great. You've done well. Be proud of that. But never forget, the work isn't over. It's just beginning. Every new chapter in life needs a new level of you. So, keep learning, keep studying, keep rising, because this journey, it's just getting started. Chapter 6. The process is the point. Now you know something deeper. It was never just about the result. It was always about the process. Every early morning, every late night, every time you showed up when no one else did, that wasn't just part of the journey. That was the journey. People chase shortcuts. They want quick wins, fast fame, easy answers. But you chose the long road. The road filled with struggle, discipline, and patience. And that's why you're different. The real prize isn't the trophy. It's who you became to earn it, the habits you built, the battles you fought in silence, the resilience that now lives in your bones. You learn to enjoy the hard days, to love the silence, to grow from the pain, because you realized this is what it's all about. There will always be more goals, more dreams, more peaks to climb, but the process, the daily grind, that's the part you get to keep forever. That's the part no one can take away. The world only sees the result, but you've lived the effort. You've walked through fire. You've earned every inch, and now you know the destination is nothing without the road that got you there. So keep walking, keep learning, keep showing up, not just for the win, but for the love of the journey. Because in the end, the process is the point. Don't just chase success. Become the definition of it. This is your time, your story, your legacy. Get conquer.